Welcome to In the House. It's a great time to come to the movies. The Angry Birds movie is out in the next couple of weeks. Don't laugh. I think that actually looks excellent. I've seen extended bits of it. That looks very funny.
I saw a trailer that had a 17-second pee joke.
What more do you need? And X-Men, the latest X-Men instalment is just around the corner as well. But tonight we're going back to Illinois, 1985, to a film that is a very cherished film. I think it's a genre we haven't really dabbled in too much here in the house. We do a lot of sci-fi, we do a lot of action films.
But we've never really gone into the 80s teen flick. We've never really experienced the John Hughes experience.
I wonder what door this is opening. Like, you know, in a couple more seasons, we'll be doing Porky's.
I'd like to think that we can do 16 Candles.
Really?
No.
But we can do The Breakfast Club. This is a really classic film, and I think the music, you know, the soundtrack to this film is the definition of an era.
Don't you forget about me.
I
do that in solidarity. That's one of those iconic shots that, you know, and once again, sorry, spoilers, ends the film. Judd Nelson, hand raised in just Defiance.
Better than the Daniel Craig film, Defiance, by the way.
Absolutely, yeah, though completely ad-libbed. They got him to try multiple different endings. He was just meant to walk off. And then finally, he kind of just threw up the fist, almost as an act of defiance against the film crew. Apparently, he didn't get on particularly well with John Hughes. They were originally intending to do sort of Breakfast Club every 10 years sort of thing, get back together.
Like 7 Up.
Oh, wow, yeah, like that. And that just never happened because by the end of it, Hughes really didn't like Judd Nelson, had problems with Molly Ringwald, just generally they didn't get on particularly well. And apparently Judd Nelson did not like Molly Ringwald at all.
Really?
Yeah, they had big issues on set. So yeah, it was an interesting film, filmed entirely in sequence. So
oh, wow, that's rare.
Yeah, very difficult to do. But in this case, I think it makes a lot of sense because it allows the characters to grow along with the film.
And their hair grows too.
Well, yeah.
It literally grows.
Yeah, which is probably not... actually, somebody else who did grow, Anthony Michael Hall, who's one of the characters in the film, had a growth spurt during the filming. And so at the start of the film was shorter than Judd Nelson. By the end of it, is taller than him. So
lucky they did shoot in sequence because that would have been a problem.
Yeah, yeah, the amazing shrinking and growing child. Yeah, it's one of those films that people love and will go back to. It was sort of iconic of that generation. It was either the dispossessed losers or the jocks. It just seemed to talk to a generation of high school kids.
Absolutely. It's the Lady Gaga fan base, really, for me. If you're different, you would have loved this film. I know there's going to be a lot of people on dates tonight, and maybe some old schoolmates, some school reunions coming along to see the film.
Absolutely.
We really hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. One little thing, just be aware, there is a joke in there. There is no punchline. You can look it up as much as you want. There is no punchline.
And hopefully when we see you next time for Star Trek The Wrath of Khan, I don't think that's going to be a punchline either. That's going to be one of the better sequels of all time.
Absolutely. Look, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in a fortnight's time, but enjoy The Breakfast Club.